Hi guys, it's Meg. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm excited to share with you guys a couple items that I loved and a couple that I am going to send back. So a lot of you guys said you wanted to see some of the things that I was going to be returning, so I figured I would share that with you guys to hopefully maybe help you prevent like paying extra shipping or just kind of weeding out things that you might not like or maybe you will like, depending on my opinion on what I wasn't really thrilled with for some of the purchases that I've made over the past few weeks. So I am going to start sharing that with you guys before I send them back. So I have a couple things I want to share with you guys. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first item I want to share with you guys is a dress. I picked this up from Nordstrom.com. I will try and link everything in the description box that I can. I usually try and list everything that's still available or a similar option in the description box, just in case you guys are interested. So feel free to check that out if you want. This dress I really, really love, and I ordered two sizes and knowing that I was going to have to try them on because I wasn't sure what size I was going to need. So it's by the brand Topshop, and I ordered mine from Nordstrom, and I ordered the size 6 and the size 8 because I wasn't exactly sure. It's a bodycon high neck midi dress. So I really, really like this high neck style. You guys might have seen I picked up a like orange one from Zara, but I didn't actually have just like a plain black tank dress, you know, something you could easily dress up or kind of dress down a little bit for the summer. Going into winter, I would say this is more of like a going out type of dress. So normally in the winter time, my husband gets most of his vacation. He's able to take his leave during the holidays. So we don't tend to get a lot of time off before that, and he was gone for 6 months, so he's finally home, so I'm super excited. My daughter and I are so thrilled to have him back. So he's going to have a couple weeks off coming up in the next few months, so we're going to get to travel. I think we're going to be heading back to Germany, so we are so excited to get to visit our brother again, and we're also going to be going back to Pennsylvania for the holidays. So in the winter months, I have a lot more like not events, but like things to do with my friends and my family, and we get to dress up and go to the city and kind of do things that my husband and I don't normally get to do on a daily basis where we live. So anyway, this dress is going to be more of like a going out dress for like a date night or out with our friends or anything like that. So it's just a simple black, like I said, high neck midi dress. I ended up keeping the size 6. In the body, the 8 and the 6 fit similar, but it was loose on me at the top. So I'm not very like top heavy, so the 6 fit me better kind of in this area, so that's why I went with that. The 8 was kind of gapping around the arm. I could have gone with an 8 for sure in the body. This is a very kind of snug fitting dress, so keep that in mind. If you're taller, you can probably get away with an 8 or a 6, you know, size up if you think you're in between sizes and you're a little bit taller, or if you're like more top heavy, I would definitely maybe suggest sizing up. So I went with a size 6, which is kind of my normal size for like Zara, H&M, and places like that. I feel like True Fit is a size 4 from places like The Gap and J. Crew that are more cut for like adult sizes. So I don't know, keep that in mind. This is a size 6. It fit well. It is snug fitting, but that's just the cut of the dress. So I really like this. It was on sale, and I think I paid $28 for it. It was originally $48. It was marked down to $28. So keeping the 6, sending the 8 back, but I really like this dress. So if it's still available, you guys should definitely check it out, especially for under $30. I think it's a great basic. You can dress up with heels. I'll insert a picture so you guys can see me trying that on. Okay, so I placed another order on Zara. You guys know I'm like literally obsessed with Zara. And this was all black like moto leggings. I love my black high-waisted jeans. I've worn them a couple times. Highly recommend those. If you guys saw my other video and you're looking for high-waisted jeans, definitely grab the pair from Zara. I love them. Okay, so I don't really have any kind of like leather leggings. I just don't think I would ever spend, no, I know I would never spend at this point, like a couple $100s on a pair of leather leggings. I just don't think I would get that much use out of them. So I ordered a couple faux leather pairs of leggings from Zara, and I want to share them with you guys and give you my thoughts. I've ordered 3 different pairs, and I think I'm going to keep one I don't know. So I'll show you guys and you can kind of give me your opinions in the description box. So the first pair I ordered were from Zara Basic, and it's going to be kind of hard to show you guys, but they are a smooth front panel, side zip, okay? And I want the texture, really to me is like the main thing that I really want to kind of show you guys. So that's the texture. For me personally, I feel like this is the most leather-like of the three. The finish is more of a matte finish. I think these are the ones I'm going to keep. They're very minimal, and I feel like they're the most flattering on. So I ordered a medium in all three pairs, and I feel like I actually probably could have even worn a large. They fit like leggings, so they are supposed to be tight. You kind of have to stuff yourself in them, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so I like how the band is nice and wide. You can see the band is probably about 2 inches wide, so you don't get any digging or weird indentations in your side, which I really like. I love a side zipper that's concealed because it's really smooth, so I like that. Now the detail on the leg is there is a seam that goes across the knee. My only thing with this is I am shorter, on the shorter side, so I feel like this almost cuts your leg in half. I mean, it's not super noticeable, but you can see that detailing at the bottom of the knee. You get a side zip on the inside of the ankle, which is nice. You can kind of make them super skinny to fit in boots, or you can kind of open them up a little bit if you're wearing flats and you don't want a super, super tight ankle. And the edge, if you guys can see that, is just kind of a raw edge, so it looks like it was just cut. Now I want to show you inside the pant. Okay, so that's the inside, and this texture is almost like a faux suede. Okay, so with that faux suede-ish kind of material, I feel like you might sweat with these. Like, I feel like they're going to keep you warm, so I would definitely wait until it's cooler out to wear these. But I also had kind of a hard time getting them on because you don't want to, like, pull at them. I don't know. It's like they're only $39, so obviously, you know, that's the quality of them, which they are really nice, I feel like, for under $40, but you don't want to, like, pull at them. I just didn't get that feeling, and I felt like if I had lotion on or you just get out of the shower, like, it would be impossible to pull these up over your legs unless you have really slender legs. So keep that in mind. The medium fit me, like, perfectly, but I would definitely wear an oversized, like, sweater or tunic with them. I definitely wouldn't wear a slim fitting top because then I feel like you're just going to be like in a spandex onesie. So I do like these. I think these are my favorite ones. They're the Zara Basic, and the thing that I like most about these is the finish of the material. I feel like it's the most leather-like feeling, and it's a little bit on the matte side. Okay, so the next pair I got are the high-rise slim fit regular length. These were only $29. So less expensive, but for me, I feel like this shiny finish is just not flattering on my legs. Like, I feel like I'm thicker on the bottom, and I just feel like I don't know if I really love the look of like a shiny pant. So the cut is very nice. They're high-waisted, so I did like that about them. They came right to my belly button, which is really nice. They have a side zipper, which I also love. They also have about a 1.5 inch band here, I would say, but they do come up higher. On these pants, there's a lot more detailing as far as the stitching goes. So, I don't know. You guys can see what I just don't really love the, like, to me, this looks like I'm holding up a plastic trash bag right now. So, like, in the camera, like, they're super shiny. I don't know. That's just, these are definitely going back. But there is stitching all the way down the pant, all over it. So I felt like they were just more distracting. At the bottom, you do have a finished, like, hem at the bottom, and then another side zipper, which is nice. And the inside is still that kind of faux suede material. But there's a lot of detail on this. There's a lot of stitching. So if you like stitching that goes down the back, this is definitely a pant for you. The cut is flattering. I like how it's high-waisted. But honestly, for me, it was just the shininess of these I couldn't really get over, and I wasn't such a huge fan of them. They feel nice. They're nice and soft. I mean, even on camera, I feel like they're shinier, but you guys can just see that sheen that they have. So I wasn't crazy about those, and those were $29. Okay, so now the ones I ordered and I thought I was going to love, I think did not like the most. So these are the waxed biker legging, and I don't know, these were $49.90. So this was the most expensive pair. They're definitely the thinnest, and it honestly feels like a pair of workout leggings, and it's like weird because they have this waxy kind of finish, and on the model it almost looks like an actual pant, but it's a cross between like they're shiny but like they're super stretchy. So I don't know, these were just really, really weird to me. And when I had them on, I just felt like you could see like every lump and bump like in the back of your leg. So if you have any cellulite or anything like that that you ever think of, or you notice in jeans, like I know that's why I can never find a pair of white jeans that I personally like on me, just because I feel like I can see everything on the back of my legs. So I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of these. I feel like they didn't have enough support, and they're so skin tight. Like I feel like with the J. Crew Pixie pant, they're thick but they're tight, so they kind of give you some shape, and like you're not just like so floppy in them. But these, I like the detailing on the knee, but I don't know, the waxy feeling is just weird, and I feel like the band is way too small. I just wasn't a fan of the fit of these. And like I said, I'm 5'3", I'm on the shorter side, and I feel like I carry a lot of my weight in the bottom half, so these might fit you totally differently if you are super slender, or you know, I don't know, maybe they'll fit you differently, and this is something that you would look for, is like a lightweight legging that kind of has a pant-like feel. So I just felt like for $49 I wasn't in love with these, and they were also like a little bit too shiny for me. There's like a weird sheen that you get with them. I guess that's the wax coating. I don't know. I just don't know why you would put a wax coating on a legging. To me, that's kind of odd. So I'm definitely sending those back. And I think now that, especially since I saw these on camera, those are definitely going back as well. So I'm going to send those two pair of Zara pants back. Keep the matte pair. Now there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys that I'm on the fence about. I ordered these shoes off of Amazon, and they are by the brand Schutz, and I really love their shoes. I think their quality is amazing. They have a really nice design, and I just think, like, the feel of them, it's a nice, sturdy, well-constructed shoe. So this bootie I ordered from Amazon, and I guess it's like an older model, or they're discontinued. They don't sell them in stores, so they're probably from like last season or the season before. I ordered a 7.5, and they are suede, mesh, and then leather. They're really nice. It's a cute little bootie. I honestly just don't know how much use I'm going to get out of them. For me, this is just a much more like dressy shoe, something where like a wedge or another kind of like chunky heeled boot I'll wear with jeans like on a daily basis, and I don't feel like they're so over the top. But these, to me, it's like a dress boot. I'm not going to wear these unless I'm going out to dinner or going out with my friends. So that happens few and far between, so I just feel like I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of these. They were not that expensive. They were like $50, and for Schutz shoes, that's a really great price. They were Prime, so I got them in 2 days. It has a little back zipper detailing. I'm still on the fence. I feel like I might just keep them because they are unique, but still a classic shape. And I feel like I could probably get some use out of these in the wintertime. So, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I feel like I'm going to keep them, but it's not obviously not an everyday shoe. But if you're ever looking for shoes, check out Amazon. I know I feel like I'm constantly like telling you guys about Amazon, and I am not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. Believe me, my husband wishes that I were. We are constantly having packages delivered to our house, but I just feel like you can get such great deals off there. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!